Onward to gain! On to the death! No retreat! Victory or death!
Imagine a time, 2,000 years ago, when the Indian subcontinent was a mosaic of powerful kingdoms. In this era of heroes and empires, one name shines brighter than most. A king who didn't just rule, but resurrected the glory of his people. This is the story of Gautamiputra Satakarni, the 23rd ruler of the Satavahana Dynasty. Our story begins around the year 62 AD, the year a future legend was born. He wasn't just born into royalty, he was born into a time of crisis. The mighty Satavahana Empire, which once stretched across the Deccan plateau, was crumbling. Powerful invaders, the Western Kshatrapas, also known as the Shakas, had conquered vast territories, pushing the Satavahanas to the brink. It seemed their legacy was fading into history, but destiny had other plans. Growing up, young Satakarni witnessed the plight of his kingdom. He saw the suffering of his people and felt the sting of foreign domination. This wasn't just a political struggle for him, it was personal. He was named after his mother, Gautamiputra, a powerful and wise woman who instilled in him a deep sense of duty and pride. This was a unique tradition, a matriarchal touch in a patriarchal world, and it shaped the man he would become. His name itself, Gautamiputra, means son of Gautami. It was a constant reminder of his lineage, his responsibility, and the mother who believed in him. As he came of age, he began his military training. He wasn't just learning to fight, he was learning to lead, to inspire, and to strategize. His every move was driven by a single, burning ambition: to reclaim what was lost and to restore the honor of the Sat. He was preparing for a war that would define his entire reign. Little did anyone know, this young prince was about to unleash a storm that would reshape the map of ancient India and earn him the title, Destroyer of the Shakas. In the year 78 at the tender age of 16, Gautamiputra Satakarni ascended the throne. This wasn't a peaceful coronation, it was a call to arms. The kingdom he inherited was a shadow of its former self. The challenge was immense, the enemy formidable. But where others saw despair, Satakarni saw an opportunity. The first few years of his reign were dedicated to consolidating his power, rebuilding his army, and forging a force capable of taking on the mighty. He gathered his generals, inspired his soldiers, and meticulously planned his campaigns. His moment arrived around the year 86 AD. This was the year he launched his first major offensive against the Western Kshatrapas, who were then led by the powerful King Nahap. This was not just a battle, it was a crusade. Satakarni's armies, filled with a renewed sense of purpose, swept across the land. The clash was epic. Nahapana, a seasoned and powerful ruler, had built a strong kingdom, but he had never faced a warrior like Gautamiputra Satakarni. The decisive battle took place near Nasik, a key stronghold of the Shakas. The fighting was fierce, a collision of two great powers, but Satakarni's brilliant military strategy and the sheer determination of his troops turned the tide. He didn't just defeat Nahap, he annihilated his forces. The victory was total. Following this, around the year 105 206 AD, Satakarni hunted down Nahapana and ended his reign permanently, a fact later confirmed by archaeological evidence. Coins originally minted by Nahapana were discovered, restruck with the name and symbols of Gautamiputra Satakarni. It was a powerful statement of dominance, a way of literally stamping his victory over his fallen rival. With this monumental victory, Satakarni didn't stop. He pushed forward, reclaiming vast territories that had been lost for generations. He reconquered Malwa, Saurashtra, and regions around modern-day Maharashtra, Rajasthan, and Gujarat. His empire expanded dramatically, stretching from the Arabian Sea in the west to the Bay of Bengal in the east, from the Narmada River in the north down to the Krishna River in the south. He had not only saved his dynasty from extinction, but had elevated it to heights it had never seen before. He became the undisputed lord of the Deccan, the Daksinapathapati. His reign wasn't just about war and conquest. After securing his borders and restoring peace, Gautamiputra Satakarni proved to be an equally brilliant administrator. He understood that a strong empire is built on the prosperity of its people. He promoted trade, both within the subcontinent and with foreign lands, including the Roman Empire. He supported agriculture, ensuring that his people were well-fed and prosperous. His mother, Gautamiputra, remained a guiding force throughout his life. It is through her inscriptions, particularly the Nasik, that we know so much about her son's greatness. Composed after his death, This inscription doesn't just list his military victories. It paints a portrait of a compassionate and just ruler. It describes him as the one who crushed the pride of the Kshatriyas, but also as the one who sympathized with the distress of the people. He was a king who upheld Dharma, the righteous path. He was a devout Hindu who respected all faiths and was a patron of Brahmanism. Yet he also made generous donations to Buddhist monks. He created a society where people of different beliefs could coexist peacefully. He was a king for all his subjects, a true Akabrahmana, a peerless protector. The inscription calls him handsome, with a charming and radiant face, a strong physique, and a gait like a majestic elephant. He was the ideal king, a hero in both war and peace. He championed the traditional fourfold Varna system, but did so without animosity, ensuring social order while being a benevolent ruler to all. Gautamiputra Satakarni's reign lasted for 24 glorious years. It was a golden age for the Satavahana Dynasty. Art, architecture, and literature flourished under his patronage. He revitalized a culture and a civilization, leaving an indelible mark on the history of India. In the year 102 AD, after a life dedicated to his people and his kingdom, this great emperor passed away. But his legacy did not end with his death. He had laid such a strong foundation that the Satavahana Empire continued to thrive for over a century after him. He was succeeded by his son, Putra who continued his father's work. The story of Gautamiputra Satakarni is more than just a chapter in a history book. It's a timeless tale of courage, leadership, and unwavering dedication. It is the story of how one person's vision and determination can change the course of history, turning a crumbling kingdom into a mighty empire. From his birth in 62 AD to his triumphant rise to power in 78 AD, his legendary victory over Nahapana around 86 AD and his death in 100 AD, his life was a testament to the idea that true greatness lies not just in conquering lands, but in winning the hearts of the people. He remains a symbol of Indian pride and a reminder of the glorious past of this incredible land. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. If you enjoyed this story, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more tales from history. Let me know in the comments which historical figure you'd like to learn about next. Until then, stay curious.